Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around and lend me your ears. Tonight, as twilight blankets the world and mystery dances in the shadows, we delve into the realm of the unknown. Fear, suspense, and a thrill that tingles your spine await you. So turn down the lights, huddle closer, and let your imagination take flight. Take a seat around our virtual campfire as we read you today's story. Today's chilling tale is called Something Evil Dwells Here, Paranormal Encounters in the House on Cobb Street. Friedrich stumbled upon the forlorn property during one of his aimless walks around the quiet town of Lament. The decrepit house on Cobb Street had been abandoned for decades, rumors of its malignant past keeping townsfolk away. Yet, it beckoned him with a compelling allure that was impossible to ignore. The house was a Gothic spectacle, old, weather-worn, with cracked windows and sagging walls, draped in a shroud of eeriness. The garden was a jungle, wild and untamed. A rusty sign hanging from a single screw at the front gate creaked as it swung in the gentle wind, warning all to keep out. Friedrich ignored the sign and stepped onto the overgrown pathway leading up to the front door. Inside, the house was a mausoleum of forgotten lives, antique furniture coated in thick dust, pictures of stern-faced people long gone, and a cold hearth echoing with the laughter and whispers of yesteryears. Friedrich moved from room to room, drawn deeper into the house's shadowy heart. It was in the study beneath a moth-eaten rug where he found the diary. The pages were yellowed and brittle, filled with the elegant penmanship of a woman named Abigail. It was a chronicle of the strange occurrences within the house, unexplained noises, objects moving of their own volition, and chilling apparitions that visited at night. Friedrich's breath hitched as he read about an entity Abigail referred to only as the Dweller. Something evil dwells here. A diary entry dated April 18, 1923 read, "I feel its gaze upon me in every room and every shadow. It does not rest. It does not relent." Days turned into weeks, and Friedrich found himself obsessively reading the diary and researching the house's dark history. He began to notice strange happenings mirroring Abigail's descriptions. He would wake up to the sound of footsteps pacing the corridor outside his room. His things would inexplicably relocate, but it was the feeling of being watched, of a predatory presence lurking just out of sight, that made his blood run cold. One stormy night, alone in the house, Friedrich decided to confront the Dweller. He had compiled a series of rituals from Abigail's entries meant to coax the entity into the physical realm. Candles were lit, symbols drawn on the floor, and Friedrich began to recite the incantation recorded in the diary. A gust of wind blew out the candles, shrouding the room in a terrible darkness. "Show yourself," Friedrich demanded into the pitch-black room. Suddenly, a sickening chill filled the room, a silence so heavy it was almost deafening. Then, out of the darkness emerged a figure, a grotesque shadow, shifting and contorting, eyes burning like two red embers. A guttural growl echoed around him, curdling Friedrich's blood. "What do you want?" he stammered. The Dweller's response was a roar that shook the very foundations of the house. Terrified, Friedrich bolted, but the thing was on his heels, its presence like a suffocating shroud. He found himself cornered in the study, the monster's growls reverberating around him. In his panic, Friedrich's eyes fell upon the diary. He remembered an entry, the very last one. "If the Dweller is unleashed and all hope seems lost, fear not. Love banishes all evil." In that moment it struck him. Abigail's diary was not a chronicle of terror, but a guide to vanquish the evil. He began shouting out names Abigail had mentioned lovingly in her diary. "Samuel! Elizabeth!" "Martha!" he called out with all the sincerity he could muster, praying for it to work. The dweller roared, writhing and twisting as if in pain. Finally, Friedrich yelled, "Abigail?" There was a deafening silence, and then the figure disintegrated into the darkness, leaving an eerie calm in its wake. The house on Cobb Street remained quiet ever since that fateful night. Friedrich made it his mission to restore it, turning it into a beacon of hope rather than a symbol of fear. The old sign that once hung warning people to keep out was replaced by a warmer, inviting one, "Welcome." From then on, any wanderer who stumbled upon the house on Cobb Street would find a home, a refuge, and most importantly, a place devoid of the evil that once dwelt there. Despite its haunting past, the house became a haven where love and warmth overcame the chilling horrors of its yesteryears. Ladies and gentlemen, as we leave the eerie confines of the house on Cobb Street, remember the world of the paranormal is vast and unending, and we've only just begun to explore its chilling depths. If you found yourself captivated by our tale and crave more such spine-tingling encounters, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Haunting Happenings. We've got an abundance of spectral stories and uncanny narratives to chill your bones and ignite your imagination. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your wits about you, and always be ready for the unexpected. Join us soon for more spine-chilling tales. Until then, sweet dreams, or perhaps haunting nightmares.